something good came out of it. I realized how much I missed Blair. And yeah, that whole thing with her and Patrick, that knocked me flat again, but the baby that they made is gonna save Starr. And so it's like, no matter how rotten a time is, there's always something good that can come out of it.
Even for you.
Yeah. Go figure.
No. Don't figure, please. Just accept that it's so. And be very grateful that in this case, Blair and Patrick's baby is more than just a good thing. It's a miracle.
Miss Starr's all better.
Starr's in excellent shape. The donor's a great match. All things considered, you couldn't ask for better circumstances.
And this whole deal, it all starts tonight.
As soon as we finish here, I'll take Starr up to radiology. There is one side effect you should be aware of.
What's that?
The conditioning process tends to debilitate patients, especially children. It will leave Starr quite weak and listless.
How much is quite?
I'd say she'll be even less energetic and responsive than she was when she came into the emergency room, when the original diagnosis was made.
Serious. She could barely move that night.
True, but once the transplant is completed, the stem cells will start to reproduce almost immediately, and Starr will make progress on all fronts. Do you have any other questions?
Yeah. You gonna cure my little girl?
I promise to do everything I can for her.
That's as much as anyone can ask.
Hey. Remember everything I said, okay? You remember that choo-choo train and then the big old... big teddy bear? I'll see you later.
Mr. Manning.
Todd, you're gonna be fine.
Yeah, no, I know. No sweat.
God, I wish I could stay. I gotta go home to Jesse.
Okay. I'll see you later.
I know you. You're gonna worry, but keep this one thing in mind, okay? A few days ago, Starr's future was tenuous at best. She's got a donor now. Her life has been saved.
Well, I don't care if the accident's been reported yet. There's no bloody ambulance. And I don't see a sign. No, you listen to me. There's a woman in here. She's hurt. She's pinned in the car. She's pregnant. Thank you. That's, yes. Route 9, where it meets Oak Street. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Right. They'll be here in 2 minutes with an EMS crew.
That may not be soon enough.
What do you mean?
I don't feel a pulse.
Stay tuned for scene.
Mr. Thornhart, we're going to try and track down that other car. Light color, fog lights, probably a sports model. I'd like to go on, but I'll have my guys go out through the neighborhood. Maybe somebody heard something or saw something.
Thanks, we appreciate that. I mean, it's sickening to think someone could cause all this and then just take off.
Yeah. Was the passenger wearing a seatbelt?
No. She's pregnant. She said it was too tight for her. And I let her get away with it.
And no airbag on the passenger side.
No airbag.
Don't go there. Don't even blame yourself.
Sir, they're ready to take your wife to the hospital.
She's not my wife. She's my friend.
Come with me to the hospital, all right? I think Todd is still there, and he needs to be told.
This is brutal. You guys are torturing her.
Mr. Manning, please, come out into the hall, for Starr's sake. This is a terribly difficult procedure for anyone to watch. For a parent, it's unbearable. But as I explained, we have to give Starr progressive doses of Cytoxin to condition her body to receive the stem cell transplant.
Yeah, but what you're giving her is poison.
Exactly. Her own immune's gradually failing. Now we have to destroy it completely to give her a healthy one that works.
Yeah, and in the meantime, she's miserable. She's throwing up. She's in so much pain she can barely sit there.
An unfortunate effect of the huge doses of the drug.
From kicking in her bunny, you know, she always sleeps with it at night. Maybe she won't be so freaked out if she's got it in there.
You can't. It hasn't been sterilized. Listen to me. Now that the conditioning process has begun, Starr has no defense against infection. Her body is a magnet for any and all germs, viruses, anything. Under no circumstances can she have an unsterilized object around her. Understood?
Why is this happening to her?
I won't try to minimize how hard the next 4 or 5 days will be for Starr or for you and Mrs. Manning. But try to keep your mind as much as you possibly can on the light at the end of the tunnel. This will end. We can deliver your wife's baby safely. Starr will be prepared to receive the stem cell transplant, and both children will go on to live a happy, healthy life. Hold on to that vision when you're looking at Starr now. We're very fortunate to have a donor in Starr's stepbrother-to-be. Have faith. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'll be right back.
I hope you understand. You're the one person in the world that I never wanted to hurt. But I have to let them hurt you in order for you to get better. And I hate it. And if I could get them to do it to me, I would, but I can't. Hang in there, Shorty.
There's been an accident. You better come with me.
Todd, wait!
What did you do now, Patrick? What did you do to Blair?
Blair was in no state to drive, so I told her I'd take her home so she can pick up a few things and I'd bring her back here. The rain was coming down in sheets and it was slippery, but I was driving carefully. When we turned onto Route 9, some crazy maniac was heading for us. So in order to avoid the other car, I swerved and I plowed right into a tree.
He did everything he could to avoid a head-on collision. I arrived just after the accident happened.
Blair and I both blacked out, and when I came to, the coward who had pushed us off the road had disappeared, and there was no airbag on her side of the car, and she wasn't wearing a seatbelt. And she was stuck between the dashboard and the seat.
What's going on here?
Todd,
Where's Blair?
Mr. Manning.
What? Is this serious?
I'm sorry, the report isn't good. Mrs. Manning is in surgery right now. Dr. Evans is operating. She suffered a fractured hip, pelvis, multiple fractures to one leg, and some broken vertebrae. We'll deal with the orthopedic surgery once she's stabilized. Our immediate concern is heavy internal bleeding. We don't yet know the extent of her internal injuries, but they were serious. However, we believe we've cauterized the damaged arteries and stopped most of the hemorrhaging. She's holding on. Your wife has a strong constitution. There's no reason to believe she won't pull through.
Well, then that's good, then. Look, when you walked in here, I didn't think you were optimistic.
it's the baby, isn't it?
She wasn't wearing a seatbelt, was she?
No. I asked her to put it on, but she refused.
There was critical trauma on impact. The baby didn't make it. Even if the medical team had performed an emergency cesarean at the site, it would have been too late.
Are you saying that my son is dead?
I'm so sorry.